Fezzan, which had been rather neglected ever since, is increasingly trying to emancipate itself, and they are pushing for equal treatment with the other two regions, Tripolitania and Cyrenaica. Despite the South's complete disunity, these efforts are likely to intensify. And they are right. With the exception of the Minister of Finance, Khalid al-Malbrook, the Fezzani ministers in the GNU do not really have important roles. Minister of the Interior, Khalid Mazen from the Al-Hazaouna tribe, has been most recently replaced by someone from Tripolitania. Last week, Fezzan-born Minister of Environment, Al-Arabi Munir, raised an argument about fuel support for the South. Prime Minister al-Dbeibah yelled at him that he should only concern himself with his own ministry. So I don't expect that the Fezzani demands will be fulfilled anytime soon. While it could not be ruled out that as a consequence the Fezzanis could establish such an own government, its significance will remain very limited. The only one real means of influence they have or weapon are blockades of the oil fields and of the water supply system, the main man-made river.
Another tough demand from the South is to assign the position of the Speaker of the Parliament to the South. How could such a demand be met if Aqila Saleh is clinging to that job even if it has expired?
Well, the Fezzanis are also right here. The chair of the HUR should be someone from the South, as the Prime Minister, Abdulhamid al-Dbeibah, is from Tripolitania, and the chair of the Presidential Council, Mohamed al-Menfi, is from Cyrenaica. However, the position of the chair of the House of Representatives is way too important for the Cyrenaicans, so they won't give up on it easily. Aqila Saleh is one of the very few Eastern politicians with a really high profile, mainly due to his role as the chair of the HUR. If he would be replaced, this would be almost certainly also a boost for LNA commander Khalifa Haftar, who had been in the past at most times on odds with Saleh.
In a clear reference to the forces affiliated with General Khalifa Haftar's sons, the delegation pointed out that the military claiming to be the guardian of Fezzan and its security should go and protect the country's borders rather than imposing royalties and collecting scrap metals in the south. Would Haftar pull his forces from the south?
This is also very unlikely, extremely unlikely. However, most of the LNA forces in Fezzan are local militias affiliated with the LNA. For example, the 173rd Infantry Brigade, which is responsible for securing most of the border with Algeria, consists mainly of local Tuareg. The role of the LNA units from the east who are deployed to the south is something like a mobile reserve force, conducting what they call counterterrorism operations and interventions in local quarrels. The Fezzani delegation is certainly right in their statement, as several of them have a very, very bad reputation among the local population.
So if the South demands are not met, could Libya end up with 3 rival governments and an eventual federation?
This could very well be the case. They could end up with 3 rival governments, but only the one in Tripoli has access to the funds of the Central Bank of Libya, which means this is the only one of relevance for the population. But the Bashagha's government has next to nil influence on the ground, and if it does not make it to Tripoli very soon, it will probably disintegrate. However, an eventual government in the south and the eastern offices of the Bashagha government of national stability could become the nucleus of regional governments under the umbrella of a federation.